Hello everyone, Alicia here with another lightened up Weight Watcher friendly recipe, and today's recipe is going to be for lemon pepper pasta salad. Now this is a new one for me. I saw this on the WW app and it just looked really good. Looks like it's something that would be perfect for summer. So I thought I would go ahead and make that, take you guys with me and let you see how it turns out. Now, usually I like to kind of make changes to the Weight Watcher recipes that I find on here. This one's no different. I am making a couple changes to it. And so the recipe builder link that I'm gonna have for it is going to be reflective of those changes. But anyway, let me jump right into this and show you what you're going to need to make it. So to start off with, I've got some bands of pasta, rotini. This is just a chickpea pasta. I have shown this before and I actually really like it. If you're looking for a gluten-free pasta, I think this is a really good one. This stuff is the same amount of points as a whole grain. So yeah, it's a nice alternative to a wheat pasta if you're looking for one. So I'm gonna be using that box, which is 8 ounces. Next up, I've got some red onion here, about a 1/4 cup, probably a pretty heavy 1/4 cup because I like my onion. Here I've got a medium avocado and a large lemon. I'm going to be looking for 2 tablespoons lemon juice out of this, and then I'm going to get some zest off of it as well, probably about a teaspoon. Okay, had to take a clock break there. Next up, got a zucchini. It's calling for a medium zucchini. That's, probably a little bigger than that, but medium zucchini. And then here I've got 2 cups of tomatoes. Now I am using mostly grape tomatoes on the bottom there, and then the top here are just some small ones. You're gonna wanna chop those up, but big thanks to my mother to give me those fresh tomatoes that she grew. My tomatoes are not doing the best this year. I've gotten a few, but not a whole lot. So thank you to her for those, but you are looking for 2 cups. Here I've got a can of corn. I am gonna drain that. Now you can definitely use fresh if you want. I don't have any currently and I didn't want to run to the store for just that, so I'm gonna be using canned corn. A 1/4 cup olive oil, and this is gonna be for the dressing for this. And then also for the dressing, you're gonna be needing some dried basil, a 1/4 teaspoon, 4 teaspoons dried parsley. You can also use fresh, and if you do, you're looking for a 1/4 cup. You're gonna need a little bit of black pepper, about a 1/4 teaspoon, a little bit of salt, 1/4 teaspoon, more if you want, and then 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon lemon pepper, and then finally for the dressing, you're gonna need a tablespoon of Dijon. And that is everything that's in this, so let me get it started. First thing is I've got a pot here with boiling water. I'm gonna add in my pasta, get that cooking. And I'm just gonna cook it according to the instructions. So for this, it's to bring a large pot of water to rolling boil and then reduce to simmer and cook for about 7 to 9 minutes. Now this stuff does overcook pretty easily. So if you are gonna use a chickpea pasta and you haven't used it before, just be kind of wary of that. But anyway, whatever pasta you wanna use, you're gonna wanna get that cooking at this point. But I'm gonna go over now while this is cooking and get my salad dressing made up. So to start for the dressing, I'm gonna go ahead and zest my lemon here, and then I'm gonna juice it and get, well, I'm looking for 2 tablespoons of juice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the zest and the juice from this real quick. So I zested that lemon and this is what I got. And again, it's probably right around a teaspoon. Now the recipe, it says, or it mentions adding your lemon zest, but in the actual ingredients list, it doesn't have lemon zest. So I'm just going to go on kind of the assumption that they meant the zest of a lemon. So I've got that here in a small bowl. Now I'm gonna take my lemon and get that juiced. And again, I'm looking for 2 tablespoons, because it does specify that you're looking for 2 tablespoons. This lemon is just about too big for my juicer. I'm gonna go ahead and juice this though, and I will be back. So I think I've probably got all I'm gonna need from just a half, but I'm gonna measure it out just to be sure. Half of the lemon, I should say. So there's a tablespoon, and a little over another tablespoon. So yeah, I got what I needed from just half of that large lemon. Next up, I'm gonna add my 1/4 cup olive oil, 1/4 teaspoon basil, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 4 teaspoons dried parsley, or again, you can use fresh, about 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon salt, and a teaspoon Dijon. I think I said a tablespoon. It's actually only a teaspoon. Now you're gonna just whisk all of that together really well. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside. Got my pasta cooked here, and I went ahead, drained it, rinsed it with cold water to keep it from cooking more. And as you can probably see, it is kind of falling apart a little bit, and that just means I cooked it too long, which is what I said not to do. I did 7 minutes. That ended up still being too long for this particular type. I haven't used the rotini before. So again, be careful on the cook time with this Banza pasta if you do use it, because it does cook really fast. And some of the shapes even, more so than the others. I've used the macaroni, I think, in the past, and that didn't cook quite as fast as this stuff. But anyway, I've got that in a large bowl here. I'm just gonna let it sit there while I move on to the next steps for this. All right, now I'm gonna take my zucchini and I'm gonna get it chopped up. I'm gonna just cut it in half and then just cut it in slices like that. Got that all chopped up, so now I'm gonna take that over to my stove. In a large pan on medium heat, I'm gonna add in my zucchini. I'm using a non-stick pan. If you're not using a non-stick pan, you probably wanna add some cooking spray or something to this. And so now I'm gonna sprinkle this with my lemon pepper, about a 1/2 teaspoon. Just gonna eyeball that. I'm gonna just cook this in here until it's softened. So probably about 5 to 7 minutes. The zucchini is looking done. So what I'm gonna do now is take this off the heat and let that cool. And while this is cooling, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up my tomatoes and also my avocado. I've let my zucchini cool down mostly, so I'm gonna add it to my pasta along with my can of corn that I've drained, my tomatoes that I've chopped up, and my onion. I'm gonna just kind of toss all this together. I'm gonna add in my dressing. Toss that in. And then finally my avocado. And give that one more toss. And I've got that all tossed together, so that is all there is to this one. I'll go ahead and get a serving size out, show you what that is, and give you points and all that on it. Here I've got a serving of that, which is a cup. It makes 8 cups total, and a serving is gonna be 5 WW points. Which doesn't sound too bad, but we'll go ahead and give it a taste. See what we think of it. All right, got my hubby here. Now I should preface, he does not like fresh tomatoes, do you?
I don't like tomatoes here.
No, but you'll tolerate them.
In a pizza sauce.
In sauces and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably not gonna be your jam.
That's an interesting experience, because usually this type of salad's really light. Mm-hmm. It really strong citrus flavor up front.
Yeah, well, it is lemon.
But it's like very savory. I realize that light and savory.
It's probably olive oil.
Yeah, well, you have the avocado in there, which is a little different than what I'm used to, and that's zucchini, right?
Yep.
Really good. It's
like
just
it?
It's interesting. It's like hearty, I guess, not savory. It's hearty versus light.
Oh, I was gonna say. Yeah.
I wasn't using the right terms,
It's
but
all good.
Yeah.
Now, as far as a summer salad, though, I think it's definitely summery.
Yeah.
My
But-
measuring thing in here.
Not exclusive to a summer type setting by any means.
No, but like the fresh tomatoes, zucchini, and you could definitely use fresh corn. The original, I think, calls for fresh corn. I use canned corn because that's what I have. But
How many points?
that's 5 for a cup of it. He's leaving all the tomatoes.
Yeah.
So minus tomatoes. So if I made this with, say, red peppers, you'd probably like it a whole lot more, huh?
Yeah.
And I went with the tomatoes. 1, sounds good, and 2, I had a whole bunch of tomatoes from my mom. But anyway, all right, let me give it a tasty taste. The clock's gonna go off on me again now. All right, I was tasting that while my clock was going off, and I actually really liked it. That's definitely my kind of salad. And I do think it's got a really nice summery type taste to it, flavor going on. I love tomatoes though also, so those are something I would definitely leave for me personally. But yeah, that was really good, I think. And for 5 points, definitely worth it. All right, guys, that was lemon pepper pasta salad. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you on the next one.